Oh, the dropout's cool. Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at ATBO's track entitled Monochrome Color. It is their official start of their marathon on Just React. Cannot wait to dive in. They, as well as Just Be and all other groups affiliated with Road to Kingdom Season 2 are being looked at, and that is why they are a part of this. I'm looking at them simultaneously as Just Be, since they're going to be on the same crew, the Crew 1 together. I thought it'd be very fitting. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Monochrome. Monochrome. Running on the ground, you know I'm a true man. Gotta push for me, I'm gonna play for the sun of burning, yeah. 널 잡는 만큼 dip 몰입하게 응원해줘 놓치지만 매 순간이 climax. 나의 ocean, 나도의 멜로디는 새로운 세상의 조대. 너를 향해 what you waiting for? Break out, 더 크게 소리 질러. Yeah, 온통 직캠을 들여. 나 삼종 현원지. 나의 채로 color, 나의 색깔로.
Cool. Oh. Yeah, parkour, my guys. Yeah. Yeah.
Only know how to move on now. Go 지레갈 우리가 나갈 나를 어깨 나 divine 혈액형이 못해 날 모든 보다 미치면 그 CD가 그것들 나의 ocean 진짜는 물가 속에 퍼지는 바람을 기대 너를 열어 what you waiting for. Break out 더 크게 소리 질러. Yeah, 온통 직캠을 들여. 나 삼종 현원지. 나의 채로 color, 나의 색깔로.
They got the chill parts in their tracks too. I love how he's just sitting there. He's just been sitting there by that chair for a long time, hasn't he? Oh, the dropout's cool. Okay. Which is, that's cool. And I do know Casper, I believe, was one on the choreo, which I think is super fun. Here we go. Performance version. I normally don't watch them if there's dance practices because there's so many cuts in them. But because it's a debut and it's the first one we're watching, let's give it a courtesy watch. Come on. This LED screen room low-key reminds me of some of the airport in Korea specifically, the airport where you're like going through the tunnel and they have these types of screens in there. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. Cobalt blue. Nice. I really like the fact they're in gray with such vibrant colors around them. Never even noticed that until just now. That's kind of cool. Yeah, they got their fingers in check. Color me up. Holler. Na-na-na-na. Doesn't it feel like the Netflix screen that was panning and all the lines? Let's see if it comes up again. That right there. That's so fun. Ooh, come on. Huh. Color me up. Look at him go. Yeah. Yeah. Me up. Nice. I like performance versions that do revisit the sets that are in the music video. They're cool. Da-na-na-na. 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 I really like this section. Yeah, let's go. Very fun. And then of course, here we go. Oh, I can already see it being oh so cute because look, we're about to. All right, what's this looking like? Wow. Yeah. Look at this rookie energy. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Oh man, this is so fun. I can see where ATBO and Just Be are put together. There's some overlap in what their bodies are showcasing that they can handle choreographically. Yeah. Woo! Squeaky, squeaky! Yeah. Yup. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. It's just so fun. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. You know, this makes me wonder because Just Be, I'm starting to see how they're kind of chilling out a little bit as a group. I wonder if with them, I mean, we're going to see how they are too. Gosh, I'm just so curious if they're going to bring out each other's, like that rookie fullness energy again. You know what I mean? That makes me so excited. Ba-da-da-da. Oh, sorry. That's not a real. They're not there yet. Yup. That was cool. Yep. Is this shirt say rats on it? Yup. Holler! I like the fact they're also in neutrals here too to match the track. Yes! Almost there! Oh my god, this is really full for the ending. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! Yes. So honestly, because we've now officially started ATBO, it's made me like unlock so many questions because I don't think in the history so far of the Kingdom Queendom franchise, we have had two groups put together to make a new group. Because normally you would have, whoa, what just happened? My bad. But what normally happens is you have, they're just independent groups. And one of the challenges a lot of times is do your hit song. Like, what's a hit song in your group? What are they going to pick for the crew one? Because they don't have any tracks together. They're all separate. So it's made me ask so many questions internally in my head. And you know, this is going to get released, this video, before Road to Kingdom starts. I'll do that with all the groups just to help us all hype up. But I'm so curious about that because some challenges won't technically work the same way because they're two different groups put together in one. It's so fun. Anyway, this, you know how sometimes even though, what is it, Just Be, they are a group that debuted like a year and a half earlier than this group did. They've already kind of chilled out, you know, like, you know, when you see like a puppy dog energy and then you get into like the super chill state. I said that about a previous Just Be track. These guys at this point in time are in that they're in the rookie honeymoon phase of energy. And you see it in like every single debut. I think every single boy group debut I have seen, there have been this huge, intense movement quality. It's like 100 the whole time, which is so fun to know that that's like a common denominator in general. It's so cool to see. And I'm curious if they're going to be able to pull out this energy from each other when they're working together, because I can see some overlaps in the movement quality, especially in terms of the extroversion in some of the syncopation choices, even though it's different choreographers they've worked with. But the symptoms are still there, which I really love. Okay, here we go. That whole beginning was so freaking cute. I loved it. So freaking sweet. Oh, let's actually dial it back just a smidge. I still missed it. Oh, we'll do better. Woo, the cheers. Okay, here we go. Even having their hair not colorful really helps with the concept. I love the thoroughness of that. So they go, head comes up, they take their arms and they trace them down the sides of the body. Monochrome, and then you have different levels represented, of course. Definitely gives a Power Rangers feel. As a Power Rangers fan, I love that. And then it's interesting that he chose to really overshoot it over to the side. Totally fine, but just curious, you know, we love it. Then they bring it through. That's why. Oh my God. Through here, you literally answered the question. He takes it and rotates them across. So I like that choice. And then right here, we meld it through. So all of us are doing this little accent with our hands, traveling from stage right to stage left. He has this little extra embellishment in the center. Really fun. We come out that, whoa. That boom, dun, dun, dun. Really nice choice on the shoulders on that. Hit it down, dun, dun, dun. Really nice on the choice with our arm. That monochrome, looking really sweet. Then here, doing an isolated wave to the inside. I do think it needs to be a smidgen more refined. But from here, that clap, the crispness of it, we love it. And then folding that arm down looks really nice. Good build up so far. Dun, dun, dun. Push away. Love it. How he pushes. It makes it look like we're pushing the transition out, which looks really cool. They were hitting it, but don't kill my vibe with the punch. And then right here, swinging the head over. Nice little heel tap. And we switch up the shoulders. I like that choice. And then it goes up, down, up, down. This whole rigid torso is really difficult to do and also stay stable in vocals. So that's really cool seeing the high, and then we take it up and down. That is something I've seen Just B do. I don't remember which one it was. It was one of the earlier ones though, and I mean that very complimentary. Like I can see this working very well already. And the punches are great, and I like the little swing on that. Taking it and they're pushing it through, rotating it around to accent over to the other side. Nice clean blade. Love, great picture moment. Then from here, that's a really great add-on coming from your center, expanding to those that are right next to him, and then taking the front line and then the back line joins. Yeah, love that. And just taking the arms, really nice placement on them. Very, very accurate. In everybody, when you're choosing to do an add-on in unison like that, it looks great. Then we go, we travel it back. We come up stage. Everybody push and pulse it a little bit to the back. Then we drop down into a little march step, but nice and subtle. And then we go into a little pas de bourrée to reset. So we have two of them go bye-bye. Then we have our guys over here. Da-da-da-da. Nice little, I think it feels like a ball change, little walk situation over here. Then da-da-da with the walks is cool. Then he takes it, taps the shoulder to initiate, hey, I'm right here. They take the energy, nice little boom, boom, like we're revving something up, changing gears on something as we're driving, which is nice. And then using the shift of the knee to make that a fun moment. He accents that sound, which is nice. If you didn't know this, I like to bring this up sometimes. This tape, you're like, oh my gosh, what is that? That's your center. They're marking center there. You can also tell right here, these are number markers right here, 2, 3. It looks like they use tape to make them. I think that's really cute. I love it. Sometimes you use tape, sometimes you use cone, sometimes you use shoes. I mean, it really just depends. You just use what you got. Some people use toilet paper. I think Shiny does, you know, because that's life. So it's great. So I like the fact they've marked center with a piece of tape. Really nice, and it helps us be able to kind of give a really good reference on what's center and what's not. They're operating at 7 here. Looks great. And then we go, nice subtlety is really nice. And then take it, I like this, or using the torso to make this a nice moment as we place weight onto the front leg on the heel. And then we go, boom, nice little accent, pop off. It goes, come up, here we go. He comes in, doon, doon, doon. I really like that. They send it over, and then we have a group of 3 over here. Nice. So I definitely feel like my guy right here is for sure popping off. He is doing a lot of work, because I think he was in both groups, right? And he was in the very beginning in the center too, so he could be a leader. He could be our leader just because of how he's filling in on a lot of spots. Or he could be main dancer. It's a little bit of that too. I don't know. He's giving more leader than dancer, main dancer, but he's holding it down mighty fine. I like the da-da-da-da-da. They come up, down, bring it down. Of course, they seamlessly transitioned off. I did not forget about them. What do they do? Yeah, that boom, and then they basket run away. I'm always one to advocate against basket running to transition off and on, and I say this for everybody. No one is exempt, regardless of how elite you are. Elite people, I've said it to their faces, especially depending on the comp circuit that I've had the privilege of giving feedback on. I've had to say that. I'd be like, look, you're lowering your score in your transitions whenever you basket run versus picking another choice to run off stage. It's so simple, but you'd be shocked at how many people do it, even to this day. Anyway, but that's just my note there because you literally just saw it, right? So then you take this, their arms are up, they bring it over, and then the switch, so we had taken our torso, but swinging the other way as we do those switches is what helps get the speed on that. And then we go high, low, boom, boom, riding the bass on that, boom, boom. Really nice choice. He swings them around, and then we have this rotation, new introduction of new feature. And it goes da-da-da-da-da, so I like that part where we're using the back, boom, accent, using the chest to make that a fun moment. They go da-da-da-da-da, nice on the, and just the build up on that's really fun. And then they go, I like the opposition, boom, to swing it around. He has this moment with his hip. And then this is a nice little speed change. That's a good example of utilizing a basket run. They're not being distracting, but they're adding a fun element to it. That's a good example. And they come back up, and now we have our whole group. Boom, and then there's our speed change. I love it, how it looks like we just chopped our neck, and we're swinging it down. I love his slow tension as he travels it across. Not really tension, but just more dainty, just flow. And then he has this moment, and then they swim on ocean. So ocean is very like calming. Sometimes an ocean can be a bit of a tidal wave, right? But here it's ocean, it's chill. I think it's kind of the point of it, which looks really nice. And then like here, a nice little bleed up on the hands, looks awesome. And then we have our energy happening from stage right, traveling it over. And then we have our stage left respond, having our middle still having this moment. We're here for it. They drop low. And then they come in. I love this little extra residual upper shoulder action coming from my guy right here. Yeah, golly, that's sick. I don't know if anybody else did it, or I just clocking him. That was so cool. He comes up and he pulls. Come on. And right here, they go, Speaka! And then we have our levels. We have two of our guys naturally lower than the others. That works great because you get to showcase everyone pretty well, and it feels like there's depth to the formation. So that looks really nice. And we're going with the pulsing here. Nice little snap there. We pick it up, da-da-da, and we nice little accent to the back. And it goes down, jum-jum, really nice choice. Da-da-da. Nice with his shoulder, with the head on that, with the swing, and then we bring it down. And then we go to the other side. He does this little action. I literally saw this with Just Be in their last one. So I don't think that's complete coincidence. That is in no way connected, which is fine. So I like the rotation on that. The accent, boom. Fringe tells all. You notice his fringe go whoosh. You got to see it. We live in it. He has this moment. They hit, they turn, they go high, low. And then from here, right here, they go boom, nice accent, fringe, fantastic, da-da-da. I like how they lifted it. And then they bring it through with the clap. We love me a good clap. And then we bring it over, and I like this. So they're hopping onto the back foot and sliding in the front foot to go slide. But by hopping on the right foot, no, if it's not mirrored, they're hopping on their left foot, so their back foot essentially. When they hop in it, they have the power to like scoot it up or shoot it back. So I really like all those choices. It looks great. Then it goes color. So I like how we make this box. So I'm assuming like a little color block. So if you ever go to like the paint store, they have these little splotches where you get to see all these different colors, and it kind of just gives me that vibe where it's like an itemized color category. It feels like that. So I think that's really fun. I like how it's right by the eye. Cool. And then we bring in we up. Nice choice there. And they bring it down. He's facing front, and then they take the energy. It goes high and low. I love that choice. We swing it with the arm, and then we have some subtlety with some traces, and do the same back leg accent, which I really, really like. It's a great way to transition, but still make it textured and fun. So it goes color, me up, and of course we go up to go and signify the word up, which is cool. Then it goes trace, and then we have some subtle head action on that where the rotation goes up, over. It's not just the look. They went up and then they move. So it was an extra little embellishment, which is cool. They go hit, which is really nice, and they swing it around, da-da-da-da-da. And they roll it, yeah, and then they take the leg, a little pas de bourrée on this, and they hit it, so they do a little tap on that heel, and then they accent it, the same arm, boom, over to the side on stage, left, and it goes swing over, which is really nice. Then it goes down, up. Oh, timing was off there for one of my guys right here. Oh, just kidding, no, that was his feature. It just felt that way because he just delayed his return to it. It goes da-da, da-da. That makes sense. So they're hitting. And the reason why that kind of stuff gets a little wonky is when you don't have a clear level difference, is when you're going to do something really similar and he's not center. That's fine though, because I was eventually able to see that. So that's fine. I'm gonna slide through and they go down, and then we accent with the kick on this. And this right here, same thing as what we've already kind of encountered with the shoulders, with the heel tap. Nice. And then this part is really fun, and I do like how at the end everybody ends up doing all of this instead of just one person and they're accenting in the torso. I like that choice and that modification or that adjustment because it feels like we're building it, because that is really full. It is. Love it. This swing, the hit, and then we go nice little marches, and then we accent right here. It looks great. Rotating it through is cool. Boom, boom. Nice with the hands. And then it goes shoulder, shoulder, but we're also using the upper chest. That looks great as well. And it goes up, down, and then we step back. That also looks super fun. And to the stage. And then from here, we're doing some subtlety, just a little sustain, and then we pot up right to a new spot. And then right here, I like how everyone's down. He's nice. Establishes tension. They all take the head up. Then they go little subtleties with the heel ball change, heel ball change. Then they bring it up. Nice fullness on that choice with the kick is good. Look to the back. And hit, and then we're accenting through. So we do another kickball change, reset, and I like how he's taking it and he's going with these little knocks of his hand, and they're going head, chest, drop, drop. And then of course where their hands are, click, 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 click is what makes this look really full, is what they're doing with their arms too, to create that openness for us to receive that. Then right there, they hit it, boom, really nice. They have to use the back in order to get this really full as fast as it is. So that's really nice. And then they go, they take it. We have our accent or our feature happening over on stage left. So they take, I like the subtlety of how they press the weight onto the ball of the foot to make this little baby like swivel effect is really nice. And then that was really cool, that boom, he literally just headbutted the air, and I kind of felt it, you know. I feel, what did the air do to you? It's really fun though, and I like this little, this extra weighty, rebounded, you know, sometimes like with a bungee jump, when you see like what happens to the bungees, it feels like that kind of pull, and they go back in. That was cool. And he takes the arm and they swivels it. Let's see, yeah, most replayed. It makes sense. Okay. Yeah. And then it goes and they go reset back into the center. He's got this blue. Well, a lot of them have blue. So like the black, white, and the blue, and they do have wordplay talking about cobalt blue. So I think that's really cool. I have blue eyes, so I am a fan of the color blue. And a nice little pony. So it goes pony, pony, and then we do another secondary like set of ponies, but we take that leg and it goes out, back in, and it goes out, in, and then it goes outer. So it's similar. It's together, out, in, louder with the arm. So that was a nice build up on that. Da 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 da. So I like how it goes with the arm, and then we place it more of a finger here, and then we throw it over to the side. So there's a lot of information in a very short amount of time. And we go and we little tap it, and then we have this little moment, and then right here we collapse it all the way down. Looks great. He has his moment. Da 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 da. Come on, and then we fold it down. Looks awesome. Da 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 da, ocean, ocean, and then it goes dun 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 to hit those little add-ins, which is really nice. Yeah. And they all slow, boom, and then we have this nice little head roll come out of it too. He has his moment. Let's pull it, and then they all drop nice and low. Notice I'm not clocking that. That's not really a basket run there. It's mostly, it's actually speed change. So it goes boom and boom. So how they're messing with tempo on their walks, it was intentional. So we'll give them a pass for that. That's all I'm asking. Like, I don't want like this runaway, because it just feels like it literally turns into a distraction for me at this point, because I'm so sensitive to them, because I've seen them so much in so many different circuits and facets of what I've looked at. And so that's why I think literally anything else that you embellish it with is going to be better than just running. No tempo consideration, no pace consideration, and no embellishment consideration. So that was really nice, because they didn't just run out there for the sake of it. They were intentional with matching the music to not be distracting but still enhance what was going on. So that's nice. So there's that. We like that balance with that rock, nice and subtle. Of course, we have that level that's a little bit lower, so it feels like we've done the same course, right? So we go a little tap tap, da da. I like the da da da. Like, once again, yeah, this feels very similar to what we've already kind of seen and touched on. Almost the exact same. Da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. So I really like the picture moments here. They look great. Yeah, girl. And then it's the same traces. Now, I'm always one who's like, okay, we've done it twice, so we got to do something different the third time, or it's going to become predictable and redundant. And that's just human nature. Us as humans, especially on the Western culture influence of things, which K-pop has been influenced by Western culture time and time and time again. You check the receipts on the history of it, go be curious about it. So it is natural for when we look at K-pop group choreography, bout of influence of who they bring in, who their choreographers have been influenced by, especially if it's street dance. Most street dance has originated in the Americas. Now, there have been enhanced and developed and innovated in other countries, but the actual core fundamentals were in America, which is a Western country. So that's why I think it's totally okay to look at some of these syncopations, isolations, and modifications of these movements in that type of light. So cognitively, a lot of times, whenever we see something multiple times, our brain picks up on the pattern, and a lot of times what happens is that if we stay the path of the pattern, we know it's going to happen that way, and we see it. Sometimes we look at it and go, okay, we're seeing this again, and we may just kind of glaze over and wait for it to be over because we've already seen it so many times, and so we already know it's going to happen, so what's the point in trying to engage in it again? So for me, I'm talking more so a note of captivation, which is what you want with a debut group especially, but that's mostly on the choreographer, not on them. Does that make sense? Because they can go as full out as possible, and it still be the same choreo, and you can still run into that problem, you know? And then that can get in the conversation of plateauing and that kind of stuff. So all that to say, I don't remember what they do at the very end, but my natural assumption is Casper should know this because I've seen a lot of his movement quality and I like a lot of this stuff. So I'm assuming that this ending should be not significantly different, but different enough from what we're seeing so we can redigest and repackage the information. So that's what I want us to be on the lookout for. But this is the exact same. I like it. It's a lot of information. It looks great. I like how for him, he's the only one, my guy right here, the only one who presented his chest more forward and everybody else was more diagonal in that choice, which was really nice, and it helped us kind of clock him. So I'm assuming he was our feature there, or he was just off. So I'm assuming that was our feature. Little pas de bourrée, they pick it up, and then with color, yeah, digging in, so that's nice. Yeah, he deviated a little bit, which makes me think he was our feature there, hitting it through. Yeah, and it goes da-da-da, da-da-da. Yep, and then right here, I love the speed change. He has this moment similar to the circle, right? But I like that we have it all dived more so catering to that stage right side. Then we switch it up. Da-na-na. Da-da-da. I like the subtlety there, the pull right here on the elbow, and then we go and we move through. Nice little head on this as well, dropping it down and then also dropping it down further. Looks great. Then right here, I love the wave energy, like how he promoted through the fingers on that. Looks great. And it goes boom, boom, boom. I like the pop up to the new formation. Then we do out in. Notice the crispness on that punctuation on the tail end of that ISO. Looks great. Rotating it through. Nice explosion with the switch. So it goes out, up. And then we have our first line with our feature. It's an add-on from front to back. And on the third one, we go a little bit deeper. We love it. I'm always a fan of clean formations. He deviates. He has a fun moment there. They turn to the back. I like how they all go boom. And he turns, flips his jacket and says, I'm here. Let's go. Yep, I do think range could be a smidgen better on my guy right over here. I can just tell that they were off on the torso. And when I talk about range, if this is your first video with me, range and timing all play into synchronicity. And this, for me, my background comes from the HHI, rules and regulations side of things. So that was my professional training. And so understanding what synchronization means on like a competitive, like cleanliness side of how you see it adjudicated. Now, they're not HHI, that's not my point. But my point is that's how I look at how cleanliness is in two parts. The timing of it, so the A and the B of a move, and the range. So how the A and the B, how much time it takes. Are we doing this the same? The transition, essentially, is my point. And transitions get neglected a lot of times when you go from formation to formation, but also move to move. So that's a really big thing that I look at in fixed cams, is how do our transitions look? Are we just doing the obvious, the predictable choices to get in and out and only focus on our focal points? Then that most of that, once again, is a movement director choice, a cleaner choice, not cleaner, movement director choice, and a choreographer choice. Which here, it's pretty decent. There's nothing, I mean, it's not like the most captivating thing in the world, but it's definitely a great start, fantastic start, great baseline for me to look at with this group. But all that to say, range, when I called that there, it's a how their torsos rotated around, but also I'll even go timing. I just think the positioning was off just a smidge. So let's go back and look at it because I just made it a whole point. These two, my guy in black and then my guy in the navy. Look at that. That's my point right here. So if you want it to all melt, it does give the impression that we were all supposed to, I do feel, if I'm being real, because all the lower half's the same and we have one of our guys deviate, I do think that if they were told to be individualized, I think that should have been a unison choice where everybody makes the same choice. Personally, because all of their legs are operating super similar and the hinges are so slightly off that it's not a good enough selling point to me personally. But that's just me. That's just me. We can chalk it up to that. That's fine. So go in, nice little kick, bring it down. No, looks what happens. All of a sudden we have new choreo. That's just kind of the name of the game. That's a typical strategy you see in choreography. I do it pretty often as well, but I normally don't have 3 courses. I normally do 2 courses. I do, because I have the power with studio choreos, I don't have to do an entire song unlike a lot of these K-pop choreographers do. So that's why you have to kind of format and look at it in a different way. So here, different formation, you also have different content. So let's talk about it. At this moment, they go back in, so they kick, great accent, they accent with the hit to the back, and then from here, they go do-do-do-do-do, go low, mid, high, love that, and then taking the foot, they're placing more of their weight on the back foot, just like they did in the previous courses, where the difference is they're allowing this foot to twist, the front one. Then they go, look at the fringe fly, love it, and this right here, I've heard it called a Juby slide, but honestly, I'd give it more rooftop, because it's sliding and we're not really doing the illusion or anything like that, which is fun, and they have the little body roll is super fun too. And then they drop it down, lifting the arms up. Some of them have a little flick on it, that's fine. Throwing those arms down, and it goes high and low, looks great. Then they do a shampoo, and then we have our subtlety and our traces, da-da, da-da, which also looks great. Color me up. So this is nice, up. It looks similar, doesn't it? So the beginning of the course was different. We also had a vocal that was holding for a while that we could also appreciate and redigest about it, but this is the same, but it's a different, I think it's a different setup. Yeah, swing up. Yeah, meaning that it's a different formation, which is what we can appreciate. Yeah. Hitting it through, double up, boom. Yeah, and then he still deviates again. My note is still the same. Part of me wishes that he did a different level or something different, so he doesn't look like he's just off on timing, because that's what it looked like both times to me. All right, here we go. This is the part that's talking about everyone's doing it, not just the feature. So we're hitting it through, and then I like the subtlety here. That's nice. Oh, no, just kidding. Oh, goodness gracious. It's just more full, and I just noticed it in this last end, but he's doing the arms. I totally thought everybody was, so that's my bad. I'm sorry. I retract that. Now we go, they take it, great range on this, they bring it around, boom, 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 great fullness, great steps, rotating it through, boom, nice presentation picture moment, taking it over, monochrome, out, up, and then we take the arms, center stage, nice little crack in the back, and then bring it down, nice subtlety on this part, and then goes do-do-do, and we all drop down, boom, nice melt, da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, and I love the dropout. I think that's my favorite thing, because normally when you hear a dropout like this, it's normally the last like 2 8 counts, but it's the last 4 8 counts, so it's the entire section of the end. The outro is all dropped, and I love that, because it's a little different. Yeah, so I like this just little hinge with the bounce is fun, and then they go and reset right here in center, da-da-da-da, and then we do a nice little shmoney, but it's more like a walking one, so it's not as legato. So we won't give it shmoney, we'll just do a walk with a little hinge happening here. Monochrome, that was shmoney at the end. Then we walk forward, color in, da-da-da-da, and we go and we finish. What in the world? I love, well, we know this, but that is wild. Okay, but they finish really good. Notice, we're tired, but we can't, like, we're rookies though, right? So it's like, we can't be like, we have to be like, we could do that again, you know? We don't have enough rapport to be pulling off the I'm tired ending fairy quite yet. But that was really fun. I enjoyed it. It makes me very excited to see the one crew, which is ATBO and Just be together. And part of me feels like with ATBO, not all 7 members are a part of the current lineup, but I may, as I like start to learn names, I may naturally uncover that. But you guys please feel free to tell me if you are a fan. Is the fan name Boat, B-O-A-T, I think is what it is. I don't know, but that's freaking wild if it is. I love it. Oh, it's so fun. But anyway, this was enjoyable and I had a lot of fun with it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. If you want to see more ATBO at this point in time, if you don't see any other videos on YouTube, it's all going to be on Patreon, already watched, ready to go for you in a marathon format alongside Just Be. And not just them, but every other competitor that's going to be in the show, they've already been marathon too. So that's what's really cool about these. If you want to binge it all with me so you can be on the same kind of headspace that I am if you're not sure about a lot of the groups, but I'm very excited to go and see them in a competition format like Road to Kingdom. This is my first Kingdom show that I'm going to be watching in real time as well, but I'm officially caught up at this. By the time that this gets released, I'll be done with Kingdom 1, Kingdom 2, Road to Kingdom, and Kingdom Legendary War. So I'll have a lot of experience going on how the show's formatted, and I'm very excited for it. Excited for the commentary on this too. If you're a fan, I want to hear from you. What are some things that you've enjoyed about this, and what are some tracks you're looking forward to for me to uncover? Once again, my name is Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.